Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Seance at the Blake Manor. Last time, we killed time talking to people about petty things, and now we are 1 minute away from Silent Dinner and the investigation of the Blake residence, part of the Blake Manor. So, let's ask Barbosa one question. What would we even ask her? I guess let's ask her about Simon Coventry. Have you spoken to Mr. Coventry? Yes, he knows a good deal of this area and its history. I'm interested in that. He is what I imagine talking to a grandfather is like, including the musty smell.
I have to be off.
Sure.
And off to the Silent Dinner we go. Which is of course not real for us, it is just a cover for an investigation. Apparently you can just skip it, which is a bit surprising. But we are not going to do that, because we want to investigate the shit out of everything. So, Mr. Varley.
Mr. Ward, will you be joining the silent dinner?
Absolutely.
A reminder, sir, that the silent dinner is different to the other meals. Silent being the operative word here. No talking, please. Unless you'd like to upset our guests. And they're unnerved by staring, so none of that.
As we have established before, Silent Dinner is for the dead. Our guests are presumably ghosts.
Secondly, there will be no staff. We'll be having our own meal in the servants' hall. Though of course your food has already been prepared. Thirdly, I've been told to impress upon you that this is a deeply spiritual event. If you feel the need to leave, that's fine, but don't disturb anyone. That should be all, if you'll allow me to show you to your seat.
And the important part is the key to the Blake residence. Do not disappoint me, Vardy. You've been kind of a shit before.
Ghosts?
Okay, I get the ghost, but didn't we send your ghost away to the afterlife? Why are you still here?
Lord save me. I cannot get used to this. Laura? She returned for this, despite being freed.
Okay, so they do bring this up.
Mrs. Lau's husband. Is that Mary Blake? Why is she facing away?
Hold dead shoulder.
Alexander Quinn?
And Eamon?
Eamon?
Eamon. Hello, Eamon.
I did not think that you could actually... Could I actually... I suppose I shouldn't stare. Varley said it upsets them. Then, I suppose, all there is to do is eat.
Oh, I was hoping for that.
What is this?
What the fuck do you mean, what is this? You were there for the conversation. It was a conversation with you. You are in on the plan.
There is a key here.
Don't be such a dumbass. Jesus Christ.
The note reads, Blake residence now.
Also, you know, they could have given us some food as a cover. This is just a bit sad.
Mrs. Joyce, I assume.
I feel like it would have been easier for Varley to just slip us the key outside, but sure.
Perhaps it's a good time to investigate, since the Marquess and most of the guests appear to be here.
It feels a bit rude that we invited Eamon for this and then we just leave. But yeah, I guess Eamon is dead, so he has his whole afterlife ahead of him. He can spare an evening. So, Blake residence, 0th floor. Very quiet. A lot of wasted space. Entrance hall, basement annex. Let's just start with the basement annex. And go from the bottom to the top. Okay, nothing highlighted on the walls. Minus first floor. Windows. Yet another pointlessly long corridor. That literally just leads to the residence, I see. There is no time to waste. I need to get to the Blake's residence. The seance is in less than an hour. Wait, why? Why did 15 minutes pass? At what point did 15 minutes pass? If I look at the quick save, okay, it was already 15 minutes. So that was 15 minutes spent on the dinner. That's fine. That I do not mind. If it was 15 minutes that passed when I exited the Blake residence part, then I would be unhappy and would reload. Are you sure? There is less than 1 hour to the seance. Entering the Blake residence is the point of no return. Are you confident in the knowledge you have gained about the culprit and suspects thus far? I am, yes. And thank you about warning me about the point of no return. What is going on in here? It's all boarded up. Mrs. Joyce was right. Things are not right here. And lock is fucked. It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. Suspect there is nothing I need from here. Yes, investigate the Blake residence. We have a new data point on Walter Blake, apparently. No, it's just the key. We have a new data point on Jonathan Blake. And we are 3 pieces of evidence away. Well, we have discussed this, so that's fine. We have discussed all of this, to be honest. Except with 2 people who we didn't know what to discuss, apparently. Alright, but it's all investigate the Blake residence. Defaced family portrait. They have been turned to face the walls. What state of mind was he in? What state of mind is he in? Degree? Not here. Oh, it's not anywhere, actually. Drafts of invites for a handful of participants. Only Ofin, Dean, and Matovani names are here. Interesting. Nothing in the desk. Bottle is nearly empty. Heavy drinker then. These papers, the scrawlings on them are largely indecipherable, and many pages are ruined from liquid being spilled on them. Gather mystics. Seance will channel their life energy. Psychic jolt. When the veil is at its thinnest. Open the portal. Wake the god from its sleep. Each letter S has been drawn over in red ink. Curious. Letter S. Why letter S? His residence is covered in his insane ramblings. Yeah. It is sticky with alcoholic residue. What? Yeah, what state of mind? We have read this. Okay. A defaced family portrait. This must be to allow Walter Blake to move between floors. Anything on the back? No. Anything on the desk? Also no. The statues have been blindfolded. Somebody didn't want anyone, anything, watching them. Is that the same portrait as in the atrium? Hold on, let me see. Was there? Yeah, this is the family portrait. But do we have a full version of it anywhere? I guess maybe not. No, I guess maybe not. That's unfortunate. This is young Walter Blake, then. A portrait of the Blake family. There is another one of these in the atrium, if I remember correctly. They look quite similar. Why are there gates in here? And why are they locked? Somebody didn't want anyone, anything watching them. Yet another locked gate. I hope we didn't miss checking the family portrait in the atrium, but I don't think we did. The lab. Secret laboratory. It looks to be a sort of lineage map. It starts with 3 names from long ago: Everpin, Amergin, and Eremo. It works its way down, then, to modern times. At the bottom, many names are struck out, but 2 are settled: Evelindine and Domnall Ofin. The third lineage has been erased after the name Grain Ni Imergin. Okay, evidence. Well, presumably the third... right, one bloodline is Evelindine, one bloodline is Ofin, and one bloodline is unknown. Right. That checks out. The gate is sealed by 3 locks, each requiring the blood of the Milesian who locked it. Aha, so that is part of the plan. So, presumably then, Walter wants to use Milesians to unlock the portal to Tirnanog, to maybe reunite with his wife in the Land of the Dead? I am not sure how Coventry fits in there, because Coventry fits our profile of the kidnapper for Evelindine. Schematics for some kind of machine that harnesses lightning to summon. This book seems to be part science, part occult. Attempt to marry the two? I can't begin to imagine what this represents. Thanks, Lord. Whatever meaning this may have, it's lost to me. I don't understand the text as a whole, but some parts of this grid have been circled. A set of circled numbers I found inside a strange book. 74, 53, 26, in that order. So, phrenology book. Oh, that's not good. Table of elements. A periodic table. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, I hate this. I hate right-clicking in this game. It is such a pain in the ass. Okay. And now we save. A periodic table with the names, abbreviations, and details of the elements. I wonder if these are related to the ring numbers in the mathematics book. That would be 74, 53, 26. W, I, we, 73, 50, 74, 53, 26. We, wife. Okay, you coded in the word wife. Gee, thanks. Research for various contraptions like the voltaic battery in the telegraph room. Work on distilling power from blood. Ooh, interesting. Fun blood magic, huh? A range of scientific equipment, but I cannot make out the specifics of the experiment, if indeed these all relate to the one project. Personal records of the Blakes, including various journals and other accounts over the years. Jars full of human organs and animals, preserved in strange liquid. Well, presumably the strange liquid is just formaldehyde. An assortment of chemicals and poisons. Records of experiments. I'm not knowledgeable enough to wholly make sense of them, but they seem unorthodox. From the notes, these seem to be ancient scrolls of dark magic. Jars full of human organs and animals, preserved in strange fluid. The dilution of generations. A smear would not be enough to open the gate. Not a drop could be wasted to ensure success. Then a note. The blood must be fresh. They cannot perish before exsanguination. Blake was up to shit. And that is where we are going to type in wife. I see. Blueprints of the grounds. It seems he was looking for something hidden here. Jars. Financials, including land and other assets. Books written in many languages, none of which I can read. Books on magic and fringe sciences. A very different selection to the library in the hotel. Alright. Then let's type in wife. Oh, it is still 8 p.m. Huh. A pseudo-scientific bust. The head is covered in many segments, each with letters on them. They seem to press inwards. I wonder why. There must be a code here, but which buttons and in what order? Okay, we can rotate it. Wife. Where is Pharaoh? Are the floorboards shaking? Secret door behind the bookcase. Incredibly fancy. Impractical, but super fancy. Also, poor books. You are going to destroy your books doing this shit. Is this a shrine to Mary Blake? I don't think that I should touch anything in here. Okay, Blake residence is really up to some shit. And you are completely and utterly batshit crazy. You know, oddly enough, I did not think Walter Blake would be, like, the insane mad magician here. I thought it would be entirely one person and that it would be Coventry, basically. Also, this is such a fire hazard. Like, this is a fire waiting to happen. Even you, not even. Declan, you should be losing your shit. Declan should absolutely be going mad here. Is this probably a wedding dress? More locked gates. It seems to map the Blake lineage as far as Edward Blake, the man who built this place and planted his family here. It looks like one branch of the family has been erased. I cannot make out any names, but from this, they would be cousins of the Marquess. Is the trick here that Coventry is like a distant cousin and... Oh, it updated Coventry. Okay, I bet Coventry is the distant relative of Blake and this is like a mad inheritance scheme a la... What's it called? The Sherlock Holmes story. The Hound of Baskervilles, I think. I think it's the Hound of Baskervilles where they pretend it is something supernatural, but it is actually a scheme by a distant relative to get inheritance by faking a murder. An account stating that once he had taken the fort here, Edward Blake forced himself on the chieftain's daughter. Her name was Granny Amergin, and she bore him a son. Thus was the Blake line carried on, intertwined with the people of this place. There is no record of what happened to her. The letter P has been scrolled across the page with red ink. Okay, so Blake is the final bloodline. I see. The Blake family are descendants from the sorcerer rulers of the Milesians. And we have letters S and P. I do not know why. Again, Coventry gets updated. Well, this is making it obvious then. We haven't... Okay, we actually quite extensively researched Walter Blake. We just missed Domhnall due to him being probably dead. And empty bedroom. Not Walter Blake's bedroom. This is boarded up. Books on Irish mythology, magic, and the old ways. Sections on Tir na nog have been circled. That's the land of eternal youth, the Irish afterlife. Scrolled across this, we will send that thing through the portal in exchange for Mary. The letter Y has been repeatedly circled in red ink. S-P-Y. Okay. Has Blake been sleeping in here? Oh, his back must be killing him. It is a listing of all Blake family birth records, with all names marked off but two, Jonathan Blake and Walter Blake. Across the pages scrolled, it must be. A simple projector with the lens cap still on, but it doesn't have any slide. Just light. Am I missing something? I see the sigil lines. I see the sigil lines. You cannot trick me. I see boots. Somber shoes, well polished. But what size? Are they small? No, his shoes are medium. But he is mourning his late wife, which marks him off from the culprit list. Presumably the final knowledge about the culprit is that the culprit is either a good painter or a bad painter, because we have painting information on, like, Coventry, we have painting information on Hisham. I think we had painting information on Synod, I think. In any case, you are safe. Yeah, I bet there is something interesting in there. And I bet it is related to letters S, P, and Y. Find the code. What would the code be? It could be SPY in the alphabet. English alphabet numbers. I cannot be bothered to count them myself. I'm sorry. So that would be 19, 16, 25. Let's go. 19, 16, 25. Incorrect. I thought there was a click when I did it. $19? Okay, there is a click, but it's when I switch direction. 16? 25. No. Okay, let's investigate some more. I must have missed something. What could SPY mean? It's not these numbers. We have already used up these numbers. It has to be related in SPY. What could that be? Perhaps the letters I found scrolled in red ink have something to do with the safe combination. I mean, that would be my guess, yes. It's just a wall. Granted, it is a well-lit one. what could I be missing here? Let's think. I mean, SPY is spy. But what else? Is there... Oh, I guess it could be like the reverse of the... of the table of elements. If it's like 16, 15... 39, 16, 15, 39, that's also numbers, let's check that. 16, 15, 39. Fuck. I clicked E. 16, 15, 39. Okay, so it was periodic table of elements. It was not the alphabet. A pile of projector slides. And this, a stone with a hole carved in the center. Why would this be in a safe? The note says, these hack stones will keep us safe during the seance. Make sure Walter has one. I may take one too. An odd stone. Feels oddly warm in my hand. I bet we need to generate a sigil for going through doors, through walls. Sigils. I guess it would be this triangle with a triangle inside. Stars. No, Declan, let's catch up. Is there a pattern hidden among the stars? I'll adjust the dials and see if the solution will make itself clear. Wait. Okay, I'll be honest, I do not see it. Okay, they glow when they are set in the correct position. So actually, no need to think about anything. Just rotate them until they work. That's a shame, I thought this would be a puzzle. But I would need to make this, and instead the game just kind of solves it for me. I've seen this before, in my dreams. I wonder. This is the same shape I have seen in my dreams. Yes, let's dissolve the wall. Yay! I wish I hadn't expected that. What are you hiding, Marquez? I am betting this is an empty bedroom where Walter Blake doesn't exist. That is my prediction. I seem to be in an empty closet. The wall has sealed itself up. There is no going back. And we have reached the nursery. An apparently abandoned nursery. The hidden wall led me to the nursery, which I assume houses Master Walter. We still have that Murphy manger that we found in the laundry room, which is a point of suspicion. It's odd that they make things take time here. Somebody's coming. It's Blake.
My boy, it is time. I know this is hard for you, but think of your mother.
I am wondering if the wheelchair will have nothing or if it will have a skeleton. Because I feel like either is possible.
Your sacrifice will bring her back to us.
Well, that's fucked up.
And bring you back to me. Your chair gone. Your voice restored. You will not be dead for long. I promise.
Okay, well, no, it cannot be scared. Is there?
Sorry to interrupt, sirs.
Is there a Walter Blake after all?
They're ready for you at the seance.
Okay, apparently it's been 45 minutes.
Yes, of course.
What on earth?
So it is empty. Okay. Then I am guessing. I mean, based on the clues we have, it would have to mean that Blake is being manipulated, and Coventry probably intends to sacrifice Blake, Domhnall, and Miss Dean.
Oh, young master, you look so smart. His mother would be so proud.
She will be, yes. We had best get moving. Time, as they say, waits for no man.
You know, it is kind of fucked that after all the do-gooding that we
Chair
have
was empty.
done through these 2 days, none of the high powers could be bothered to bless and protect us, and we have to rely on a random rock that we picked up in someone's safe.
But both the Marquez and the housekeeper spoke as if it wasn't. Were they under another spell? Is Walter Blake even real?
I don't think he is.
Oh, he must be. I've seen his portraits in the manor.
You have seen one portrait, which is the problem. Marquez Blake intends to sacrifice his son as the third bloodline for his ritual. He is under the same spell as the staff, which of course means he cannot be the culprit, but we have already ruled him out based on grief. Children's book with bad hitbox. Tales of a Little White Rabbit and the Value of Being Kind. I can't imagine it's ever been read. A collection of ghost stories for small children, each imparting a biblical lesson. It looks completely untouched, and yet it is lying on the floor as though it has just been read. Pairs of different children's shoes awaiting breaking in. So unwanted. I mean, yeah, obviously, but he also cannot walk, so his shoe size is irrelevant. Strewn about as if they have been used, but absolutely pristine. A toy soldier in mint condition. I don't think it has ever been played with. I check in the box. Its springs are stiff with disuse. Stories about a little boy's adventure on the hunt for long-lost treasure. There is no indication that it's ever been opened. A children's book about a little girl who lives with her grandfather in the mountains. The pages are stuck together like it's brand new. Spotless alphabet blocks arranged to spell the word God in a wheelbarrow that looks as good as new. These meals are untouched and cold, but they are fresh, prepared earlier today. A painting of Mary Blake. So, has the painting in the atrium been magically altered then? Or, I guess maybe non-magically? A stuffed bear that looks as though it has never had the joy of being held. That's an odd thing to say, Declan. Okay, nothing here. Can we form a hypothesis about Walter Blake? Okay, we had a point on Omira. We are missing a fact on most people, which I think is their painting ability. But I don't think we care. Okay, we are missing 6 facts for Mr. Doyle. But again, sort of who cares, he is easily ruled out by other means. What are we missing on you? Jonathan Blake. He looks younger here, and more content. There is a glint of something missing from his expression. Hunger? Sorrow? I cannot tell. Mary Blake. Her expression is unhappy.
The young master is here, but... No. Wait. This paint is different. It's fresher, newer. Somebody has added him to the picture and altered the mother's arms to hold him.
That would actually be really difficult to do. That would be like an incredibly difficult thing to do. It is a perfect forgery and easy to miss, but Walter Blake has only recently been painted into the Blake family portrait.
He isn't real. He is a fabrication that the Marquess and the staff seem to believe is real. But why?
Good question. Let's form our hypothesis. Jonathan Blake intends to sacrifice his descendant, son, to resurrect his his family. But Walter Blake isn't real. Okay, I meant to say his wife. Although he intends to resurrect his entire family. So, I think I'm right here.
Walter Blake seems to be a shared hallucination between at least the staff and the Marquess. But the paintings of him, they are very real. He has been freshly painted in over original paintings. It's a very good forgery. I only realized when I knew to look for it. How can that be?
The culprit is a skilled painter.
This level of replication, not just here but in all the portraits, suggests the culprit is an expert artist.
Although I honestly am struggling to understand why, because that would be an incredible level of effort for unclear reason.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit.
You sure did.
I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result.
There isn't.
And if not...
Mystery solved. Blake residence. Walter Blake is not real. A skilled painter has been adding him to paintings. And we got the achievement behind closed doors. Mystery solved. Walter Blake cannot be saved. Walter Blake is not a real boy, but some form of mass hallucination that the Marquess and the staff are experiencing. And we got the achievement Pinocchio. This ritual, it doesn't seem like anyone is going to survive. It is also my last chance to find and save Evelyn Dean. I need to get out there and stop it. Okay. We got the mystery or the ritual. We have all the facts about the culprit. We do not have facts about most people, but we have sufficient amount of facts. We do not have a hypothesis for you, weirdly enough. I would have expected it to be around here by now. The ghost of Mary Blake turned her back on the Marquess at the silent dinner. It would seem she disapproves of the path he has chosen, understandably so. The young master could not have been watching me, for he doesn't exist. Was it the Manor playing tricks on my mind? Right, so the only thing we have left is to stop the ritual. Yeah. Everything is red now because they do not exist. The Marquess Blake is the last of his line. His son is a fantasy. Let us do a quick save. Well, a regular save, not a quick save. You know what? I don't know how much longer there is left in the game. I think we are going to stop here for today and continue tomorrow into the final real end. So, thank you for watching everyone. Have a good day. Goodbye.